From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for joining us. Lots to get to here on this Tuesday night after our days off from the news on Friday and Monday. I'm Kyle Peach reporting. Here's a look at what's going on. We begin with area court news. 59-year-old Wayne L. Davis of Mount Carmel was sentenced in both Edwards and Wayne counties last week on meth-related charges. He had been on probation out of Edwards County since February for meth possession, but violated that probation and was sentenced to 3 years in state prison. In Wayne County, he was charged with delivery of meth and possession of meth and was sentenced to 3 years in prison to run concurrently with that Edwards County sentence. WFIW reporting he'll also serve 1 year of mandatory supervised release after his prison sentence. In other Wayne County court cases, 51-year-old Chad Jocelyn of Fairfield pled guilty to domestic battery and will serve 2 years of probation. 34-year-old Amy Barr of Morganfield, Kentucky pled guilty to possession of meth. A second charge of possession of drug paraphernalia was dropped as part of the plea agreement in the case. Barr will serve 2 years of first offender probation, complete 30 hours of public service, and did receive credit for 6 days served in the Wayne County Jail. 27-year-old Joshua Beck of Farina admitted to violating probation on an original charge of theft. Beck was sentenced to 180 days in the Wayne County Jail. 33-year-old Tanisha Olson of Wayne City pled guilty to possession of meth and was given 24 months probation. And 35-year-old Michael Wetzel Jr. of Ziegler pled guilty to possession of meth and was sentenced to 24 months probation. Out of Richland County, Jessica Humes was sentenced to 6 years in state prison after repeated meth-related arrests. Alney police arrested Humes May 27th for possession of meth and executed a search warrant at her home June 5th, leading to the seizure of between 15 and 100 grams of meth. June 6th, she was arrested for intent to deliver meth. June 21st, a second search warrant at her residence led to her arrest for intent to deliver meth, possession of meth, and possession of a controlled substance, that being cocaine. Her final arrest came September 22nd for a possession of meth charge, as well as for obstructing justice. That 6-year prison sentence will be followed by a year of parole. Fairfield police report 2 recent arrests. On Saturday, officers were flagged down by individuals reporting an altercation on West Sibley Street. WFIW reports 36-year-old Kylie C. Davis of Fairfield allegedly took the reporting party's car keys, entered her residence, and returned wielding a machete. Davis struck the victim's vehicle repeatedly with that weapon. As Davis was placed under arrest, she allegedly threatened to kill Wayne County State's Attorney Kyle Ellis. Davis was taken to Fairfield Memorial Hospital for a mental health evaluation before being taken to the Wayne County Jail. She's charged with aggravated battery, criminal damage to property, theft over $500, and threatening a public official. Last Tuesday, 39-year-old Kelly R. Taylor of Fairfield was arrested after a traffic stop on an outstanding Richland County warrant. During the stop, officers found a small container allegedly containing a substance that field tested positive for meth, leading to that possession of meth charge being added. She was taken to the Wayne County Jail. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department arrested 3 subjects over the weekend. WFIW reports 42-year-old Justin Engel was arrested Friday for resisting a peace officer and criminal trespass. 19-year-old Luke Rankin was arrested Saturday on charges of burglary of a motor vehicle and motor vehicle theft. And 37-year-old Matthew Goderin was arrested Saturday on charges of criminal damage to property, aggravated battery of a peace officer, and disorderly conduct. All 3 men in their cases were taken to the Wayne County Jail. 26-year-old Breanne Stanford of Flora was arrested after a traffic stop in Salem Thursday. WNOI says that she faces charges of intent to deliver between 15 and 100 grams of meth, possession of meth, and possession of cannabis in a vehicle. The traffic stop led to the execution of a search warrant at a home in Salem Friday, where a large amount of drugs were found. No one was home at the time. Among the drugs seized, over a half pound of suspected meth, suspected cocaine, cannabis, and large amounts of psychedelic mushrooms. Olney police also report several recent arrests. Back on the 1st, 46-year-old David C. Royce of Sumner was arrested for possession and delivery of meth. Last Tuesday, 33-year-old Savannah L. Ellis of Olney was arrested for battery. Also last Tuesday, 33-year-old Daniel L. Powell Jr. of Olney was arrested for meth possession. Last Wednesday, 30-year-old Logan T. Harris of Olney was arrested for meth possession. Also Wednesday, 42-year-old Justin J. Engel of Olney was arrested on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant. Last Thursday, OPD arrested 41-year-old Leif A. Willis of Olney for possession of meth and a controlled substance, and for theft, that after an investigation on North Walnut. Saturday, Olney police arrested 40-year-old Kyle R. Farrar of Olney for endangering the life or health of a child and resisting or obstructing a peace officer after an investigation on East South Avenue. Sunday, 19-year-old Samantha M. Sanders of Olney was arrested on a Richland County failure to appear warrant. Also Sunday, 22-year-old Deshaun D. Taylor of Claremont was arrested for aggravated battery. Meanwhile, a wanted Knox County, Indiana man was arrested by the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department Sunday. 39-year-old Joshua Barmas of Edwardsport was arrested on an out-of-county warrant and also charged with possession of a controlled substance. He was taken to the Lawrence County Jail. And Flora police made 2 arrests over the weekend. Saturday, 34-year-old Brandon E. Durr of Flora was arrested for DUI and obstructing a peace officer and cited for a loud muffler. He was later released on a notice to appear. And Sunday, 34-year-old Kiefer B. Shaw of Flora was cited for operating an uninsured vehicle in the 200 block of Flora Avenue. Concerns about a proposed data center that would be constructed on the city of Mount Carmel's west side came to a discussion at Monday's City Council meeting. WSJD reports that Oak Meadows subdivision resident Melissa Connor said she had several concerns about the facility being proposed by Yellow Box. She says depending on how the facility is constructed, a low-frequency humming noise has been reported at similar facilities for up to 3 miles away from those locations, which she says could cause health issues such as chronic sleeping issues, headaches, and increased stress. Plus, she says there are concerns about air quality due to the amount of diesel fuel the facility would use. And she's concerned about the large amounts of water and electricity that would be needed for the proposed 40-megawatt data center. Connor encouraged studies on the impact of such a facility and transparency from the city as plans move forward. Mayor Joe Judge says the facility is far from being a done deal, saying that Yellow Box must first find a customer for the center, then public hearings would be held and studies would be conducted. The proposed data center could create 20 to 30 jobs on top of the construction jobs it creates that would build the facility. The data center would be built on 20 acres of city-owned land near Motorrad on the city's west side. At the Lawrenceville City Council meeting on Thursday, WAKO reports the council again discussed the recent compliance commitment agreement entered into by the city with the Illinois EPA regarding allegations of several violations concerning its sanitary sewer system. The mayor reiterated that the city is committed to working with the IEPA to come into compliance. The council did also approve the annual tax levy ordinance on first reading with formal passage in the future. A $1,000 appropriation was made to the Lawrence Allison Fire Protection District towards the acquisition of a new firefighter rehab unit. And Police Chief Jim White set Halloween trick-or-treating hours in Lawrenceville for Friday, October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. The Wayne County Board met on Thursday. WFIW says Nate Burgess was appointed to fill a vacancy on the 911 Authority Board. The board also approved upgrading the Wayne County Courthouse and jail internet systems at a cost of some $28,800 from Midwest Telecom. Meanwhile, Phase 8 of the new heating and air conditioning system installation has begun at the courthouse. The board approved the contractor's bid of some $29,500 for the work. Wayne County Crime Stoppers seeking information regarding a vehicle break-in involving a vehicle owned by Aaron Etchison, which was parked near the interstate. WFIW's report says that during the incident, thieves stole an Elite Synergy bow and bag of clothes. Anyone with information should contact Wayne County Crime Stoppers at 842-9777. A reward is being offered for tips that lead to the identification and arrest of those responsible. In state news, former Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan reported to a federal prison in West Virginia yesterday to begin serving his 7.5-year sentence for corruption. Capital News Illinois reports that Madigan had hired a high-profile team of appellate lawyers to overturn his conviction. Earlier this month, a federal appeals court denied his bid to remain free as that process plays out. A jury found Madigan guilty in February after a 4-month trial. The former speaker was accused of accepting bribes in the form of jobs and contracts for his political allies, including electric utility Commonwealth Edison. In exchange, Madigan wielded his power in Springfield for favorable legislation for ComEd. One of the so-called ComEd 4, found guilty of bribing Madigan in a separate trial, has already reported to prison, while the others are due to report later this fall. Stay with us. We've got more to come tonight. A chance of severe weather this coming weekend. We'll detail that for you straight ahead. And an historic feat in high school golf. 5 straight state championships for Mount Carmel realized this weekend. We'll take you to Decatur for more from that in our sports segment still to come. Stay with us.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, the 1976 tour.
When it comes to the Department of Cuddling, this is what I want. I want a woman. I want a big girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This way we both can agree on the temperature of the thermostat.
Friday, October 17th, Ford Center. Tickets on sale now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss them, Evansville. Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, the 1976 tour.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather here tonight. Another good week of weather shaping up for us, but a chance of some severe storms perhaps coming in time for the weekend. Looking at radar here tonight, though, all quiet on the outside, no precipitation to speak of, and it will be sometime Saturday, it looks like, before our next chance of rain moves in. We topped out at 80 degrees this afternoon under a mostly sunny sky. 56 was our low this morning. There you see our normals. They continue to drop. 71 our normal high for this time of year. 48 is our normal low. The records for this date, 90 and 29. So nowhere close to records, but above normal for this time of year. As we put the maps in motion for you here tonight, you'll see a disturbance passing here to our north. That's not really going to cause any ill effects for us here across our region as we move through the day on Wednesday into Thursday. A few passing clouds here or there, but nothing to speak of in terms of any rainfall across the area. This goes through the day on Thursday. As we move toward the weekend, though, another system will come in that could kick up some rain chances, and the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center is keeping an eye on that. They have placed our area under a slight risk kind of scenario here. This says down here to expect about a 15 to 20% chance of severe weather forming where you see the yellow here. We'll fine tune this as we get closer to the weekend, but at least for now, some concern out there for at least an isolated severe weather threat as we move toward the weekend. But as far as the next couple of days go, clear skies out there tonight. Overnight low temperatures region-wide will be in the low to mid-50s. 54 in Newton, 54 in Olney, 54 in Albion, 53 in Carmel and Mount Carmel. Also could see a little bit of fog overnight tonight as we wake up tomorrow morning as well. On Wednesday, expect sunshine out there. High temperatures near 80 degrees, upper 70s north of US 50 like in Flora where it will be 79, 81 in Fairfield, 82 in Carmel for the high on Wednesday. As we go into Wednesday night, into Thursday morning, another clear sky overnight. As we go to bed Wednesday night and wake up Thursday morning, overnight lows will be in the mid-50s across the region. And as we go throughout the day on Thursday, another sunny day. Highs will be a little cooler, though, mid to upper 70s region-wide. 76 in Newton, 78 in Flora, 77 in Mount Carmel for the high. On Thursday, here's that extended forecast, keeping things a little cloudier on Friday with a high of 79. That severe weather chance with the heavy rain at times, as well as some thunderstorms coming in on Saturday, 79. The rain could stick around into parts of Sunday. Note that the temperatures drop pretty good, upper 60s for the high on Sunday and Monday, as the lows get into the low 40s before we rebound early next week. We'll keep an eye on Saturday for you. That's your forecast. We'll talk sports, including state championship golf, when we come back.
Drive into fall at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new Ford F-150 up to $6,400 off MSRP. Get 4.9% for 84 months on 2025 Explorers. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Prices have fallen at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $6,000 off a new Jeep Wrangler or a Jeep Cherokee L up to $8,000 off or 0% for 60 months. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Hi, I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
And I'm Elijah Hadrill, one of the captains at the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
Let's start with our first tip, the optimal locations for fire alarms.
So smoke alarms should be installed on every level of your home, outside each sleeping area, and inside every bedroom. For the best protection, we recommend that you interconnect all the smoke alarms so that when one sounds, they all sound.
Grammy Award winner, country and gospel music legend Jimmy Fortune is coming to Wabash Valley College for a performance in the Brubeck Theater, Friday, October 17th at 7:30 p.m. Jimmy Fortune, the voice of the Statler Brothers, with hits like Elizabeth, plus Gaither music gospel hits like I Believe. Tickets are $35, $15 for those 17 and under, and are available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that is why this was the best decision for me.
Welcome back. It's time now to talk sports. Make it 5. That's 5 in a row. The Mount Carmel Lady Aces recorded their 5th consecutive state championship in golf on Saturday. It all happened at Red Tail Run Golf Course in Decatur. Mount Carmel finishing the 2-day 36-hole tournament with a 624. That was 25 shots better than second place Quincy Notre Dame. They finished at 649. Breeze Central was third at 657. Mount Carmel's Zimmy Moore and Miley Kennard finished in a tie for third overall at 152. Father McGivney's Sarah Heighton was first at 146. Meanwhile, the Lady Aces Elise Swanson and Miranda Kennard finished tied for 16th overall at 162. Ella Turner finished 23rd at 167, and Ava Brummagem finished 29th at 169. Now, here's a look at the girls finishing their round of play coming off the final green in Decatur. We also hear from Coach Karen Kelsey in her WSJD interview about the big win.
We're just so self-motivated to be at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, we want our team to win, but then they want to do their very best as well. So they put a lot of pressure on themselves, and that's why we excel and why they do such great things on the golf course.
There you go. Thanks to Wyatt Rooney, who was a part of our crew filming up there for us in Decatur this week. Meanwhile, we also want to congratulate Salem's Maya Russell, finishing 13th overall in that tournament at 160. At the boys 1A state final in Bloomington, Sisney's Hagen Howard finished 35th overall at 163. At the 2A boys state final, Olney's Reese Glover finished 42nd at 157 over at Wybring in Normal. Thanks again to Wyatt Rooney for his highlights for us there. Turning our attention to high school football from the weekend, here's the scoreboard in the Little Illini Conference as seen live on our YouTube page. It went overtime, but KZ Westfield outlasts Mount Carmel 21-20. Meanwhile, Olney beat Paris 41-22, Marshall over Lawrenceville 34-7, and Newton beat Robinson 24-21. In the Black Diamond, it was that Thursday game in which Cesar beat Edwards County 54-7. Elsewhere, CZRE beat Carmi 48-14. Flora beat Fairfield to become playoff eligible 28-20. Johnston City beat Hamilton County 44-6, and Red Hill beat El Dorado 30-22. Elsewhere, Columbia beat Salem 7-6. High school volleyball from last night. Edwards County beats Fairfield in a key Black Diamond matchup 2-1. T-Town beat Newton 2-1 as well. From the weekend, Grayville goes 1-2 at their own tournament, beating Hudsonville Palestine but falling to Mount Vernon, and Sisney as Mount Vernon wins that tournament. At Wayne City, the Indians beat both El Dorado and Alvarado in straight sets this weekend. High school soccer from the weekend, Olney beat Mount Vernon 2-0, and Salem picked up a forfeit win over Harrisburg. In girls high school tennis Friday at the Little Illini Conference Tournament in Robinson, Paris won the conference title with 25.5 points. KZ second at 14, Newton third at 12, Robinson fourth at 11.5, Mount Carmel was fifth with 10 points, Olney finished sixth with 8 points. Women's college soccer from Saturday, Wabash Valley loses to Southwestern Illinois 8-0. And in college volleyball, Wabash Valley beat Rend Lake last night, as seen live on our YouTube channel, 3-0. Friday, Frontier beat Southeastern Illinois 3-0. And last night, Frontier beat St. Louis 3-0 and Vincennes 3-1. Lots to get to tonight, as we told you. That's going to do it for us. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same channel. See you then. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I have always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.